Hello scrappers and planet lovers, Tin Man here with another video. So found this here griddler by Cuisinart the other day while just driving to school. It was on the curb, so maybe just left out early for garbage day. And although this is small, it is an excellent source of scrap material. It is going to be 100% scrappable. And the nice thing about it is I could actually bring this in as is and get appliance or electronic weight price. It's about 5 cents a pound. This here weighs about 10 pounds, so better than nothing. But just looking at these, as well as all of your other sandwich presses, griddlers or griddles, I love these because they do have some cast aluminum inside, some copper, lots of tin, as well as a wire, and very easy to take apart. So I'm gonna take it apart right now, show you how to identify the material, and more importantly, how to separate it properly, maximize your profit, and divert this entire thing away from the landfill. I do also want to mention that we have one of these at our school that I work at, and an exact model, and I did mention that in the staff room the other day, so the staff did joke around and say, Firth, this better not go missing. So I promise you this is a different one. It will be there on Monday. So here we go, just looking at it. As mentioned, putting a magnet to this. I have a magnetic attraction on the top here, as well as on the bottom. So this is gonna have a nice tin shell to it. You do wanna make sure you check any type of your metallic looking items. A lot of electronics and appliances do have good stainless steel. And when I refer to good stainless steel, it means non-magnetic. Unfortunately, because this is magnetic, it is not gonna fit into good stainless. But if it was non-magnetic, it would run for about 77 cents a pound. This is a little bit higher than your tin price. It's about 2 or 3 cents more. But because I only have a little bit of it, I'm just gonna leave it as the tin price. Currently right now in London, Ontario, tin going for about 12 cents a pound. So this top is gonna be tin. The hose that you see here is also gonna be tin. But what I love about these, as mentioned, is inside of it, look at this. I have 2 beautiful spots here. These grills that you see here are actually going to be cast aluminum. So notice, non-magnetic here. So both of these don't have any screws on it or anything. Cast aluminum has gone down a little bit in price. July 2024, it was at $1.10 a pound, so an excellent price. Right now, it's at 88 cents a pound in London, Ontario. So still an excellent price and very easy to take. Cast aluminum you do find on a lot of your hot plates like this, as well as old barbecues, some of your pots and pans. So cast aluminum. And I will also include in my comment section full weight breakdowns. It does also have right here some heating element. The arm, I do want to mention, this is plastic on the arm here, but because it is connected to this top, I'm just going to leave it as is. I am going to pull this camera up a little bit, so going to leave that on. The scrapyards are not going to penalize me. The heating coil that you see here, there is a category for this as well. Your ovens, for example, do have these. They go, some of them, if they are non-magnetic, will go actually as your stainless steel price. I have had that in Sarnia, Ontario, as well as your different heating tops on your cook stoves. So those are a category. These ones, however, because they are magnetic, just gonna leave them on as the tin price. So gonna leave this whole top here, sorry about that. Underneath, I do have right here, gonna just open up the bottom control panel first because I want to get to that appliance wire. A lot of times now, especially when I'm driving through, I will see some appliances here and there that have been left, but a former or a passing scrapper will cut the cord. And that's because the appliance cord that you see here is a good price. Just gonna get to it right now. All of your appliance wire is going right now in London, Ontario, $1.77 a pound. So great price for sure. And it is classified as 40% appliance wire. So I'm actually just gonna cut it here right now just to get it. Okay, there is definitely not a pound here, but 40% appliance wire right here. It does also have brass plug ends right there, or prongs. Some people leave these on for the weight. I do take these off. I'll put them into my brass. Brass right now is at $3.45 a pound, so an excellent price. And it does all depend on the scrapper, but I just pull these off. I have a nice 4-liter container that is filling up every day with brass prongs. So I look long-term at that, and it will add up and maximize your profit over time. So again, 40% appliance wire. Just gonna open up this small little box here now that I've removed the screws. If I can get it, there we go. It's a little stuck. I gotta get my finger on it. There we go. So there is a little bit more appliance wire, and I will get that after because I want to get all of it there. So I have to remove the screws, but I'll get that off later. Last thing I want to do is underneath this, there are a few screws that is holding in the bottom plate. So getting these screws out. My screws I also throw into my tin pile. So, you know, don't want to lose out on anything. I'm going to put on some safety glasses as well. But I'm just going to pry this bottom plate up. See what I have underneath. There we go. So, a couple things here. This is also going to be a tin shell. I'm just going to cut this so I can get it out. Okay, so a little bit more tin. Here, right here, I have, again, this is going to be some more tin. So not even going to bother touching this. There is a little bit of wire. All of this wire that you see here, if I put it up to the camera, there really is not that much copper recovery in there. It's got like a nylon coating over top of another coating. This stuff I actually throw into a mixed bag. It's called low-grade copper wire. I get about 30 cents a pound for this. So a lot of my electronics, for example, I'll get a little bit of the ticker tape, if you will, and smaller gauge wire. Don't want to put this in with my appliance wire because I am going to get downgraded. So the nice thing about scrapping is if in doubt with prices or category, the best thing to do is just have it separated. Worst case, the people at the scrapyard will put it together for you. If you have it all mixed, unfortunately, they don't have the time to go through it for you. They will downgrade you. So again, if in doubt, have it off to the side. But for me, mixed low-grade wire right here. But it too adds up. 25 cents a pound, better than nothing. Inside, all I have here is a few little things. I have a small little transformer. Here is a little bit of brass and copper that you see there right on the bottom. Those are nice little copper connectors. It is going to connect to a few little relay boxes. So just going to quickly get these screws out to uncover some of the metals for you to show you. But most of this is going to be done. The bottom here is plastic. But again, I am just going to leave it together intact, get the tin price. Okay, but want to get these few little circuit boards for you. Maybe a small little transformer on these as well. But all of my dials do have control boxes and connectors. A lot of wire as well in here. So just getting the last few screws. Okay, so again, a griddler by Cuisinart. Lots of different variations, technique, or appliances that you're going to find while scrapping. Okay, again, a lot of wire. But just going to quickly cut that off. Last one here. And the rest of that looks to be done. So here it is. Last few things. Again, I'm going to get this wire. And this wire here, I will just show some of this wire. I will go through it. Okay, so example, there are different ones. This one is a little bit thicker gauge. So this I will throw into my 40%. So on this circuit board here, if you are into micro scrapping, there are some goodies on here. There is a small little crystal oscillator you see right there, that little spot. There is an IC chip on here. This is a relay box that does contain a little bit of copper as well as silver. This one here, as already shown, does have some copper on it as well. These little dots you see, if I turn them over, I'm going to show you this side of them. There is a small little speck on there. That speck is silver. So these are going to be contact switches. I do cut those off. I have a nice little vial full of silver. But those are going to be copper. Going to throw that copper once I remove the little bit of soldering into my number 2. Currently right now, number 2 copper going for $4.88 a pound. This relay box, I am just going to break it open for you just to show you. Often talk about places to find free silver. So I will. Okay, sorry about that. I had to get it under there. I will actually include a link to a video on places to find free silver. Relay boxes are one of those spots, but inside a relay box, you can see a small little spool of copper. I will remove that copper. As well, there are going to be on the sides here, you see one of them, there's going to be two, but there again is another connector that has a little bit of silver on it, and it is attached to a copper arm there, so it all adds up for sure. Here's another one I'm just going to pull off to the side just to show you this is from something different, but you do find them quite often, and I will include the link to that video. Silver is everywhere. The rest of this board, once I remove these little goodies on it, I will just throw it right into my e-waste. Circuit board price, I get about 5 cents a pound, so better than nothing, and better than going to the landfill. This one here is just a small capacitor. I don't open these, I leave them as is. I will leave it on the circuit board, but I will pull this copper wire off, and the rest of this giving me e-waste price, okay? And other than that, that is it. There's a little bit of wire that I am just gonna disconnect, get all that, and the rest of this is just gonna be thrown right into my tin. So a quick video, but an easy one to upgrade, easy one to throw into your scrapping pile and bring it in to maximize your profit. Again, I've never figured out why some people just drive by and take the cord and leave the rest, because this is an easy bringing it in, store up your truck and bring it in one big load. But either way, hopefully that helped. Again, want to get your griddles here, the hot plates, cast aluminum, 88 cents a pound for this. Your 40% appliance wire, tin, 10 cents a pound, as well as your heating coils. Make sure you check non-magnetic ones from ovens, as well as these items. You can get, stainless steel price. And some of them, if you are looking at your different skillets, for example, if they are encased with, the skill around there, there are easy ways to pull those out, and I will include links to the videos to show you how to do that, because it is great to be able to do it effectively, quickly, and more importantly, being able to maximize your profits. So again, quick video. Hope you enjoyed that. Please comment down below, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Tin Man out.